Hey, what's going on, guys? Gunny here, and welcome back to a new kind of video. This is actually going to be a workshop video. Today we're going to be working on my Vaterra twin hammers. We're going to be installing the Hot Racing graphite front shock mount. It's kind of a carbon fiber. And the Hot Racing 12mm wheel hubs. These guys come with the included tool and all the included hardware. Along with this guy comes with all the required hardware and tools. And it's got some instruction tips on the back of the shock mount, and then same goes with this guy. So we're going to be starting off with the chassis brace. The old one broke. See, there's I think this is the rear section. Yes, this is the rear section. And then down here I got the front section. It just broke off. So, let's get this package open real quick. Grab my scissors. So, here is the brace itself. It's got a really nice feel to it. Alright, I'm actually going to grab the original pieces because it looks like there's multiple adjustment points. Throw the trash back to the side. Now let's whip open this hardware bag. Pour out the contents. Looks like we got the pillow ball, or whatever these guys are called, on one side, and then the hardware is on the other, and the Allen key is going through the middle. There's a couple O-rings, 4 to be precise. Alright, so this guy, don't think it goes on a specific direction. That is, let me get you guys in for a... So you can see here, I'll turn the truck this way so you guys can see a little bit better. There's the front piece. We got all the hardware from the truck. So I believe it goes like this. Alright, so I believe I have it. It has a washer and then 2 O-rings sandwiching the carbon fiber, these guys. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put the nuts on now, just to hold everything in place while. This might prove to be a little bit on the interesting side to assemble. With that being said, I'm going to actually install the shocks on it first.
Sorry, my hand's in the way. Nothing I can really do about that quite yet. Put these washers on top. Now I'm sure this would be easier if I remove the shocks completely. You know, I'm going to do that. Screw these nuts on partially. Since these are a nylon locking nut. Alright, I have that partially assembled. Time lapse this part. Got the shocks off, and I'm actually going to use my hex wrench. I'm going to tighten down the shocks. I'm not going to go super duper tight, because you see there's got the O-rings and then the locking nut. That's about as far as I'm going to go. There's no slop in them really, so tighten these guys nice and tight. Alright, that appears to be about even.
Now we can reinstall this guy, which, as you can see, is these 5 screws right here. I'm just going to pre-install the hardware just to make life a little bit easier for myself.
And the fifth and final.
Should be able to just set that guy on. I'm actually going to grab my drill. I will be right back, and I'm going to grab all my other tools. Alright, I am back. Got my drill. That way I can run all the screws in. I'm going to be very gentle in tightening these down so I'm sure to not crack the carbon fiber or strip any of the threads. So I'll go ahead and finish these guys off. Alright, time to reinstall the shocks. These are simply held in with 2 screws. Just start by sliding the ends of the shocks into the pillow, or excuse me, slide the pillow balls into the rockers. Install the screws. And I'm going to run it in with my drill. There's that one. And I'm just going to use some scissors to grab this one. There we go. And finally install this. Now, as you guys can see, it's kind of hard to see inside there. That has stiffened up this chassis tremendously. It also gives the front suspension a lot more support. It feels a lot better because what happened before, that was missing, and therefore the whole chassis was flexing right about here. Luckily, as you can see, there's no cracks. So now, I'm wondering if I shouldn't remove these O-rings. I'm going to come back after I've looked up some instructions and see how to properly install this. And if I have it right, then I'll just come back and let you guys know. Alright, it's been probably half an hour, but I figured it out. The O-rings actually go on either side of the shock. I actually, believe it or not, found the proper installation on a Traxxas forum. Some guy had his twin hammers with a Traxxas motor, so therefore it was on the Traxxas forum. Either way, worked out, so I will get these all screwed back in, and then it should be good to go. And we can move on to the wheel hexes. So I'll see you in just a second when this gets time-lapsed. Alright, that feels much better. Pop it down. Ooh, buttery smooth. There's absolutely no flex in the shocks. Only flex is in the suspension. Alright, I'm going to whip the tires off and I'll come right back. Just like that, we have all 4 tires off. Now let's get to a little bit of an unpackaging. Ooh, these are nice. As you can see, you got the hex hub, got the pin slot, and then the screw hole. All 4 of them. And here we have all 4 of the pins and the screws and what looks like to be a 1.5mm Allen head. I will time-lapse me removing all 4 of the hexes and the pins, and let's get to it. Man, look at that. No wonder it was fighting me so hard. Look at it all torn up. Good grief. back to time lapse. The reason I didn't do this one yet is because I wanted to show you guys my jerry-rigged fix. So, a little while ago, this back pin had sheared, and that's why I got these guys, the Hot Racing kit. I didn't have any pins that would fit. All I had was the larger ones. So what I did was I pulled the pin out of this front one, put it in the back, searched around out in the shop, and came up with a solution. Here's the pin. I'll slide it out. So what these are, you can see both of them right here. These are cut off pieces of a cotter pin. Did it work? Yeah. Is it a good long term? No. It works great if you're in a pinch. I'm going to keep cotter pins with me just in case this happens. But I'm not going to rely on it. So now we can install the hubs, these hubs, and I will put them all on, and off camera I will Loctite the screws and make sure they're all snug, and I will be right back once they are on. That's what they look like installed. Feel pretty nice. They're going to be nice to run. I'm going to get the roll cage and tires back on, and I will catch right back up with you guys. Alright, and we have it back together. I will see you guys outside. Alright, we got a battery in her. Got the controller all good to go. Got the truck good to go. I'm running a 5000 mAh 2S Fluorion LiPo battery. Looks like it's 50C. 2-speed. Just start running around in low gear, just to start off with. Sorry about that. When I set it down, the battery cable turned off the switch. Alright, let's go for a little drive. Like that, with the power of editing, I'm able to flip the truck. I'm going to switch spots so you can see it in the shade, and then we'll do some high gear running. We are in a little bit different of a location. I'm going to do a speed run from starting about over here to over there, and so you guys can see first gear top speed. There we go. And that was full. Start right back up where I was. And this time, high gear. 3, it's quite a bit faster. And this is only on 2S. On 3S, this thing is quite a bit more snappy. And like that, it flips. We got it up on the little bit of a ledge, and we'll start off with this is the truck. It's running a Spectrum SR310 receiver and a Spectrum DX4C controller. This is the battery that was running on in the last little bit of footage. It's a Fleurion 2S 50C 5000 milliamp pack. These new balance plugs have this cool plastic piece on them that even say what lipo size it is. Now on to the truck itself. We'll start off with the exterior. It's got Proline flat iron on axial beadlock wheels, as I said earlier. And these are the outer panels, the stock outer panels. I've gotten some stainless steel hardware. I'm going to do a custom aluminum skid panel on the top. I have this. I was going to completely remove the spare tire, but with my custom battery mount, I wanted something to protect the end of the battery from getting scraped up. So I have this Losi, I'm not sure, it's the miniature short course tire that I have threaded and then super glued on. So this thing is not going anywhere. It's quite sturdy. You could pick the entire truck up with it. There we go. Sorry about that. Now this is my custom battery tray. It's a piece of black aluminum that I've screwed to the back of the cage. I have a battery strap attached, and I've actually left the front of it loose on purpose, so that way if the battery wants to sit up higher, it can hinge. On the underside, you can see I have some sticky foam. That guy just sits down like that, and the battery can slide all the way in. Now for connector, I have just a T-plug or Dean's with a Traxxas adapter. And electronics, it's got the stock shift servo. It's running I don't know if you can see in there, Traxxas 2055. I believe it's actually a nitro steering, or not steering, but throttle servo. Like I said a little bit ago, Spectrum SR310 receiver with the DSMR. It's running a no-vac brushless motor. I'm not sure what turn or kV it is. T-Sky 120 amp brushless sensorless ESC, and of course this is a censored motor. There's the on-off. I'm pretty sure this motor is just a copy of a Hobbywing. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's a Hobbywing. This is the power caps for the ESC. I just have them hot glued over here. I am running 45 weight oil in the rear shocks because that's a perfect weight. I got some washers on here just so these don't pop off. I'm running, as you saw earlier, we installed the hex hubs and the chassis brace, which you can't really see in there. Oh, there it is, carbon fiber. My plans for this don't really have too many. I'm going to drive it. I might eventually put an actual Hobbywing ESC in here, or I might completely pull this ESC and motor out and put in my TRX4 and replace it with something like a Traxxas VXL or something else. I'm not sure yet. But other than that, I just plan on making the roof panel and maybe a little front bumper to bolt on right here just to protect it. But other than that, this truck is a solid basher. It's not crazy fast, it's not crazy powerful, but it's perfect. I can toss it in my bash bucket I have over there and just go wherever I want. I've already taken it to a few spots, and I have only had it for a couple weeks. So far, as you guys saw, the last video was a little adventure with it. I plan on doing a collection video coming up in the next week or so, next couple weeks. I just gotta get everything sorted out with that, and then that'll be good. And hopefully, as the weather's getting nicer, I'll be able to get more videos put out. I plan on doing a lot more RC content. And little quick other side update, I am selling my four-wheeler, my Raptor 350. I'm going to be buying a larger quad, probably a 660, Raptor 660. But that's about it. If you liked today's video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. If you want to see more RC content, leave a comment below. And other than that, this has been Gunny by Vaterra Twin Hammers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!